5 things you must never do when someone is choking. Number 1, do not give water, juice, or any drink. Many people immediately give water to somebody that is choking and they believe that this water is going to push the food down. But what they fail to understand is that it is the airway that is blocked and not the food passage. So when you are drinking the water, it will be passing in the food passage and not in the airway. The food has blocked the airway and not the food passage, which is the esophagus. If the person cannot breathe or swallow properly, drinking water may rather push the food particle into the airway and worsen the whole scenario, because food particles are not supposed to enter the airway. So if you are drinking water and water has to go to the airway, it will help push the food particle down the airway, which is a whole problem on itself. A person that is having a complete blockage or a complete choking may not be able to drink water at all. So you don't go about forcing somebody that is having choking to drink water, because people that have serious choking are unable to drink water. Number 2, do not put your fingers blindly into somebody's mouth if you cannot see the food particle clearly. A blind sweep can rather push the food particle into the airway and further worsening the condition. And inserting your hand and pushing that food particle can convert a partial blockage to a complete blockage. It means if the blockage was just partial, you trying to sweep with your finger, pushing the food particle may cause the food particle to totally block the airway. And most of all, sending your hand into somebody's mouth can cause the person to involuntarily bite your finger by mistake. So a food particle is removed only if it is visible and reachable. Do not slap somebody's head or hit them repeatedly anyhow. There is a pattern. So what is recommended is back blows. You give the blows at the person's back, and it is not just at any position. It is in between the shoulder blades. So you have this shoulder blade that is here, you have this other shoulder blade that is here, and in between them is the space where you give the blows. And when you give the blows, you give them solid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You take a break, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should be done coordinatively. You don't just hit anyhow. So you don't go about just hitting every part of the back, because you will not provide the right pressure to push that object back, and you will just be wasting precious time. And hitting the back at any point can even go ahead to cause other injuries apart from what is already happening. So everything should be done rightly. You should know exactly the position that you are hitting and when to hit. If it is a child, do not hang the child upside down or facing the head down by holding the legs. That is very dangerous. Holding the baby upside down, holding the legs, shaking the neck and shaking the head may cause a brain injury. It may cause a neck injury, and that child can even slice and fall down, which is worsening the whole condition. There is a method that we do, and that method is holding the baby down, face down. The chest of the baby is on your hand, and you tilt the head down, and what you do is you hit the back of the baby, and after you hit the back, you press the abdomen. You give abdominal thrust, 5 of them, and then you hit the back 5 times. You can be interlocking 5 thrust, 5 back blows, 5 thrust, 5 back blows, and you are supporting the child downwards with one of your arms while doing the thrust and the blows with the other hand. Number 5, do not delay with back blows or abdominal thrust because you are afraid of hurting someone. Yes, it is true that abdominal thrust and back blows can sometimes hurt and cause bruising on the body. But what you should understand is when somebody cannot breathe, cannot talk, cannot shout, that obstruction can kill the person in the next few seconds or minutes. So withholding those abdominal blows because you don't want to hurt the person may rather lead the person to death. So you go ahead and apply the abdominal thrust and the back blows to save the person's life. And always make sure that when you are doing these proper techniques, you seek medical assessment as soon as possible. In our next video, we will talk about how to prevent choking. Kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification button so that you don't miss our next videos.